arrogance is a challenge to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's greatness. Why? You consider yourself to be great and others to be inferior. Greatness belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Him alone. Every concept of greatness besides Him is flawed, is stupid, and absurd. The Prophet ﷺ said that destroyed are those who are arrogant and forget the Creator. He said, spoiled are those, destroyed are those who are immersed in lust and forget the grave. He once said that a few groups would be the enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment. A few groups would be the enemy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment. Enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Yes. And he said one of those would be the group of arrogant ones. In one tradition it says that arrogant people would be emerging on the day of judgment like ants on their foes, so that the people would trample over them. Arrogance is basically of three types, before I conclude for today. Arrogance against the Creator, the worst type of arrogance. This arrogance was displayed by Pharaoh, by Namrud, and by the likes. It's equivalent to kufr. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, those who are arrogant from my worship will be thrown into hell in disgrace. Arrogance against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala assures the place in the hell perpetually, always, for all times. The second arrogance is against the prophets, and particularly our own Prophet ﷺ. This is a type of arrogance as exhibited by Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab, and Abu Sufyan before he became a Muslim, if he did. Means that an individual either thinks himself to be equal or superior to a prophet. It is said that Abu Sufyan remarked that why didn't the angel come to me? After all, I was a richest man with most abundance of wealth and resources. That was before he accepted Islam. After he accepted Islam, on the day when the Prophet cleared the idols from Al-Kaaba, the Prophet said his Zuhr prayers. And then he made the tawaf. After Zuhr prayers, he made that dua that you recite so many times. La ilaha illallah, ilahun wahidun. And then he made a tawaf. His companions who had come from Medina with him joined him in the tawaf. Abu Sufyan, who had recently accepted Islam, and by some accounts, Islam was still not, fully implanted in his heart, some historians would say. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar.